Back now at 6:30, live look at Monument Circle. Man, we haven't seen it this empty in quite a while. A very good thing, considering the weather that we're in.
Right. This is what all officials have been asking of us. Stay inside if you can. We are monitoring the very latest heavy snowfalls. Heaviest of the season so far, by far. Marcus Bailey in the Storm Track 8 Weather Center tracking it all, Marcus.
This season, last season, the season
right.
before. It's
I
been
mean,
a long
couple
time.
years.
It has been a long time. Number I just saw that kind of stood out to me, Bloomingdale, which is in Park County, so that's western Indiana, nearly 7 inches, and that's impressive in itself, but what they also said was they're getting drifts up to 18 inches right now. So that's another part of the equation here that's going to create some big time issues over the next several hours. Live look at Storm Tracker. Again, it's widespread. We may be getting some drier air trying to work into southeastern and southern Indiana, but this will be brief. We're going to get on the back end of this system, and that's going to fill back in across the state. So we still have several hours to go. We flipped the colors here just to kind of show you the heaviest rates of snow. It's a little more sporadic right now, maybe not quite as widespread, but you still have several communities. Areas in green specifically here are those heavier rates of snow. But again, everywhere seeing snow, and it's just continuing to add up. And as we look at the big picture, you still have plenty more snow showers to go. The entire state of Illinois, eastern Missouri, still all dealing with snow here this evening. So again, the timetable, as we walk you through on these INDOT cameras, just not a good look right now with numbers into the low teens. Between now and 10 o'clock, we're still talking about those heavy rates of maybe an inch, in extreme cases 2 inches per hour. Difficult driving conditions, major impacts over the next 3 to 4 hours. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you're likely talking about lighter snow, but blowing and drifting. And I still think, even though we won't have accumulating snow happening through daybreak tomorrow, with blowing and drifting and all the snow that we anticipate, you're likely talking about a very difficult AM drive. Coming up, we'll talk about our grand totals and again, another update on where we stand. That's all coming up in my Storm Track 8 forecast, guys, in just a few minutes.
All right, Marcus, this is serious. Marion County under a travel advisory through tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Department of Public Works is working overtime to keep everyone safe. And joining us now to give us an update is Hannah Scott Carter. Hannah, thank you for taking some time for us. How are the roads looking like at this hour?
Yeah, roads are obviously not great right now as we're seeing heavy snowfall. Our drivers are out there. We have a full call out of trucks right now, 80 drivers out there, but since we're having such considerable snowfall, they're plowing streets, but more is obviously continuing to pile back on.
Hannah, are they able to keep up? Have they been reporting back? Are they getting ahead of it or just trying to stay behind it for the most part?
Right now, the key is to just be persistent and to try and clear as much as quickly as possible. People should not expect to see clear roadways anytime soon, but we are staying on top of it and clearing as quickly and safely as possible.
We have about 30 seconds left, Hannah. What about salt? Do you have enough?
We have enough. We're not currently laying any salt. We don't want to lay salt and then it sit on snow and then get plowed directly off. It'll just be a waste of salt. So you'll see that more as we get more of the snow cleared off the roads and the snow tapers off. But yes, we have lots on hand still.
All right, Hannah Scott Carter, thanks so much for your time, and thanks to all the drivers who are working so hard to keep us safe. A lot of cars still out on the roadways, Phil, as we have been seeing throughout the past couple hours.
Yeah.
Fewer as time goes on, but still quite a few.
We'll switch it now to our Hannah. Hannah Mordeau, who's monitoring traffic conditions across the area. Hannah, what are you seeing?
Well, pretty snow-covered roads is really the main thing, but thankfully in the northeast side of Indy here, this 465 close to Fall Creek, we had that traffic jam, several spin-outs, crashes, and just issues snarling things up. That has since eased on out. You're seeing fewer cars here and a little bit of blacktop finally. You can see traffic slowly making the way through there with their blinkers on because it is a rough go. This is a live look outside 65 close to pedestrian overpass. This is just northwest of the North Split, and you can just see conditions are bad. If we take a look at our Tom Wood Automotive Group traffic map, you're going to see a lot of yellow, and we usually have green. That means conditions are slow go right now. We also have a big crash out there in Shelbyville. It has I-74 westbound closed at State Road 44, and then also on our western part of the state, we're watching a lot of issues along I-70 Indy as well, eastbound and westbound in Putnam County. The westbound side shut down because of several semis that have crashed. This is close to exit 41 and 44. And then in Clay County, you have the eastbound side and the westbound side between about exits 11 and 18. It looks like that might be starting to improve. If you're on I-69 in Grant County, just be aware it's down to one lane in both directions. And your drive times right now, if you're headed to the airport, really slow. 465 from I-70 to the airport, about an hour. I checked, there are delayed and canceled flights. And then if you're taking I-70 from Plainfield to the South Split, you're looking at a 30-minute ride. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Hannah. Obviously, we want to give you an up-close vantage point of the roads now from our mobile news tracker.
And things moving slowly out there. Debbie Johnson live for us. Demi, once again, how are things where you are?
Hey guys, so we just passed 38th Street. We're on I-65 South, and I don't know how it's even possible, but the conditions just keep getting worse because the little bit of traffic we do have continues to drive over the snow that's already on the roads. You can see just ahead in the northbound lane some trucks working to plow. Maybe our camera shows you, I'm not sure, but they're working to plow that side. We're seeing some on this side as well, but as more cars continue to drive over and the snow continues to fall, and some of it even starting to blow into the middle lane. The middle lane here on I-65 South is definitely the worst, and you're seeing the snow continue to pile up in that middle lane. So again, you know, just if you have to drive, take it really slow, and if you don't have to drive, stay home. Try not to be on the roads tonight. Give the plow trucks some time to get the work that they need to get done. We'll check back in with you guys later on. For now, live in the mobile news tracker, Demi Johnson, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
All right, Demi, thanks so much. You can see the windshield there. And that's really the issue, these freezing temperatures. Even as I was driving into the station earlier today, the snow hits and it freezes right away.
And then you try to put wipers on, causes a mess there. It's just a mess.
It's not good.
No. Dan Klein in Shelby County for us this evening.
Dan, we heard the wind whipping in your last hit earlier. How are things now?
Well, the snow continues to be blowing horizontal, so conditions haven't changed too much. Again, north to south, I mentioned this 30 minutes ago. That means roads heading east and west are going to drift up a little bit more than those driving north and south. But let's take another look at I-74, and again, there's that one strip of pavement, again, that left lane that is allowing traffic to drive pretty smoothly in one lane. Sometimes you'll see maybe one person leading with a lot of cars trailing behind them because they don't want to get in that second lane, which is just covered in snow. Now, we have seen, and you actually can see, Andrew, if you head right over to near the motel, there is some traffic now finally heading westbound from I-74. A little earlier, that was a spot that was shut down completely because of a crash, but things have started to open up, and now you can actually see a fair number of lights heading this way. So things still a little bit dicey, but at least in I-74, traffic now moving both directions. Reporting live in Shelby County, Dan Klein, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.